They must have iron stomachs.
Hello friends, welcome to SaltySmiles. My name is Alan, this is Chili, and today we are doing Jade Parcels from the game Genshin Impact. Today's actually day 2 of Jade Parcels of Genshin Impact. I had a technical failure. I actually lost all my audio from my previous video. It's okay. You know, it's just one of those things. It's like every step is a journey towards disaster. But here we are, and we are doing Jade Parcels day 2. And luckily, I still have some Jade Parcels left to talk about. Jade Parcels come from the game Genshin Impact, an exquisite looking dish. The ham sweetness is locked inside the fresh vegetables, drizzled with a spicy broth. Delicious? It's an understatement. It's true, these things are quite delicious. With all that being said, let's start making some Jade Parcels. There are 4 steps to making the Jade Parcels. Number 1 is the filling. Number 2 is getting the cabbage ready for the wraps. 3 is wrapping, and then 4 is cooking. And then 5, 6 is filming it and filming it. Boochie! Boochie's been really affectionate lately, haven't you, Boochie? To make the Jade Parcels, the first thing you're gonna want to do is make the fillings. And for the filling for the Jade Parcels, according to the game, you're going to need 3 lotus heads, 2 julienne chilies, 2 cabbages, and 1 ham. So, I have lotus roots. I don't know if you can eat lotus heads. I know you can eat lotus seeds. I've never really seen a lotus head, but I do have lotus roots, and I have these red chilies that I found, which are Korean chilies. And for cabbage, I am using this Napa cabbage. Look at how beautiful this thing is. It's just so huge. And then instead of ham, I'm using Chinese sausages, aka lapchung. These things are sweet by nature, and this recipe says that the ham is sweet, but like ham isn't sweet, ham is salty. So I think these lapchung are a better sub. So let's get started on our filling. I'm actually going to make 1 Jade Parcel as the game describes, and then I'm going to do my own thing. So you're going to want to take 3 lotus root slices, and we're going to dice them. We're also going to dice up 2 chilies in the same size, and we're also going to dice up a length of sausage. Boom, that's our filling. I'm taking a 1/4 cup of this aside because I'm going to just utilize this for 1. And now I'm going to make my own filling, which is going to be a pound of ground pork. To that pound of ground pork, I'm going to grate a bit of ginger and a bit of garlic. We're going to add some Shaoxing cooking rind, just a capful. We're going to add a capful of soy sauce. We're going to add some white pepper, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm going to give this a big mix with our hands. Oh, also a tablespoon of water. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to mix this with your hands until it becomes booty. And the reason why you're wanting it to be sticky instead of loose is that it creates a better bite, a better chew. It's what you would do if you're making like a dumpling. To this mixture, we are going to add our chopped green onions, and we're also going to add the rest of our diced veggies and ham or sausage. Give that a good mix. And then finally, for a spicy kick, I am adding a spoonful of this mala spicy paste I have. It's gonna make your mouth tingly, make your mouth a little numb. And we're gonna set our filling to the side, and that's it for the filling. The next thing we're gonna wanna do is blanch our cabbage and our green onions. The cabbage is going to be the wrap of the parcels, and the onion is going to tie it. So we are going to separate the leaves of the cabbage, and we're going to slice them right down the middle. You don't want the bottom parts because the bottom parts are more fibrous, a little tougher, and they don't make the wrap as easy. So save that, use it for something else. And for the green onions, we are just chopping off the whites. We don't need them because we just want green to tie around our jade parcels. So they look like the picture, this picture. We're going to get a pot of water up to boiling and we're going to salt that water. And then throw the green onions in to the salted water. We're just gonna blanch it for a minute and then we're gonna shock it in ice water. You have to shock it in ice water. That's what makes it stay green. And then the cabbage leaves also take about a minute. Make sure to shock it in ice water. After you've gone through a few batches and your leaves are done, you're done with that. So that's step 2 of jade parcels. On to step 3, which is filling and wrapping. So this part was a little bit more difficult than I had expected, but it still isn't that hard. So we're gonna start with the loose filling, what the game describes them to be. So it's just going to be the lotus root, the pepper, and the ham sausage. And to this, I actually seasoned it just a little bit with the same seasonings as the filling I had made. We're just gonna plop that into the cabbage leaf, try to wrap up the sides, and wrap it with a green onion, and we're done with jade parcel 1. The ones with the ground pork filling were a bit easier to wrap because the ground pork gave it structure for the cabbage to wrap up.
Perfect.
After you have all your parcels done, let's get the spicy sauce ready. The spicy sauce is what we're going to cook the dumplings in. I have here a 1.5 cups of shrimp stock. You can use chicken stock, you can use veggie stock. I wouldn't recommend using water. You definitely want something with some body. To the stock, I am adding the green onion whites from before. You remember those? And I'm also adding 1 habanero pepper. I'm also going to season this with the same stuff I seasoned the fillings with. So a little bit of Shaoxing lime and a little bit of soy sauce. So we're going to bring this up to a boil and then we're going to cut the heat and then we're going to place the parcels in very gently. And we're going to bring it up to medium, put the lid on, set a timer for 12 minutes and walk away. So these things cook in a sort of gentle, not gentle, steam poach situation I've got going on. It's really easy to do. And after the 12 minutes are up, they look like this. They look kind of crazy. We're gonna pull the parcels out and we're going to add some diced red pepper and we're also going to add some chunky green onion pieces. This is to mimic what the sauce looks like, you see here. And I'm going to thicken the sauce very slightly with a teaspoon, a heaping teaspoon of cornstarch mixed with water into a slurry. This is going to give the sauce a little bit of body, some velvetness, some wonderful. And then just plate them up. You get 4 to a plate, put some sauce on top, and that's it. That's a jade parcel.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always...
Perfect.
I'm going to let you guys watch my old footage of the loose one, because I don't have any loose ones to try today. But as you can see, the loose one fell apart. It wasn't the best bite just because once you bit into the cabbage, everything just fell out. It was loose. Today, I actually only had 1 jade parcel left, and I'm excited to eat them again. Because this recipe is so good. Don't they look so good? And look, this is the jade parcel left over. And it still looks great. Like, it's a little darker than the the first day when they were neon bright green, jade green, but still delicious. And let's see.
Perfect.
These Jade Parcels are so good. I highly recommend going forward with making your own pork filling. The meatiness, the veggies, the spice, it's got it all. Genshin Impact, they know what to do. They're cooking good. And I love, love, love the bite from the lotus root. It's so nice. It's so crispy, like a water chestnut. Chili. This recipe was a home run. This was a knockout success. They keep well, obviously. They're not hard to make, and what a showstopper. I mean, don't they look great? Look at these things. They look great, don't they? If you guys try out this recipe, please let me know in the comments. Let me know if you like it. If you want more weekly content, go find my YouTube, SaltySmiles YT. If you haven't yet, please hit that like and subscribe button. It helps me out a ton. I have a lot of fun crafting these video game recipes. It's a blast. Anyways, thanks for watching SaltySmiles, guys. Stay smiling. Bye-bye.